All right. What's up, guys? Welcome to day number 63 of Grinding Until I'm a Millionaire. Today was, I don't know, it wasn't necessarily a bad day. I think I got a good amount of stuff done that I wanted to, moving along my checklist. The email thing is something I worked on a lot, is updating my soap opera sequence for having some buttons, some links, something. So I have my email funnel set up here. I'll just pull it up. We'll just look at it. Okay. Okay. So this is my screen share, I guess. And one thing that what's his name, Russell Brunson talked about in .com secrets, I think maybe I think it was .com or expert secrets, one of the two. He talks about having a soap opera sequence, and it's something I tried to design before, but then it never really worked out for me. I'm sorry, I don't know why I keep burping. But then anyway, I made some, and I'm pretty happy with these so far, and the open rates are pretty impressive to me. But the way it goes about is each email is a story that kind of tells them a little bit about my story. So each email is a story that tells about my story. So talk about what got me into the sport, what got me excited about it. And then don't forget to come back and check tomorrow, or I have it set for every 2 days. They get another email, and it's all just telling them, different things that I encountered on my journey, different things that didn't work good for me, that similar things might help them. And so anyway, I just throughout all these emails, I just share my journey, share my story, and they have decent rates if I remember right. Let's pull it up. So, yeah, look at that. 50% open rate. I've sent almost 500 people. 48%, 52, 44, 46, 35, 38, 37. So it starts to slow down there after a while, but they're still staying above 30. Oh, not this one. Or this one. Or this one. The last three drop below 30. But also, look at this. Hardly any unsubscribers. If they're going to unsubscribe, it's early on. And those percentages are pretty crazy. But what I noticed when I was looking at it is low click rates. And the reason for the low click rates is because I don't have any links in there. I don't have anything for them to click on. And I think that's okay. But then I got to thinking, like, this story does, each section of the story ties into something that might be beneficial to them. So like if I talk about why it was important for me to find a community, I'm like, hey, join my online community. Boom. Here's a bunch of other members that you can talk to, when I figured out that a certain trick was way out of my skill level. Hey, this is going to happen to you. Join my channel membership so I can coach you through that, different things like that. So I went through today. I spent a lot of time changing the links for other things and then adding those links into my email list. I think that growing an email list is a really important thing if you do it the right way. And I'm starting to think that email lists are fading out. So we have to be incredibly careful about how we do our email list and how we have that contact. I think 10 years ago, an email list was very, very, very valuable. Now, I don't think that that's necessarily the case. I'm happy with 50% open rates. That's pretty crazy that I'm getting 50%, right around 50%. But it's like, a lot of it I think is very passive. Like we use our email passively. Getting an email is not that important. I get way too many that I don't like. So I get so many emails I really don't look at hardly any, and it has to really catch my eye and be something that I'm expecting. And I think more and more people are going to get like that. So I don't super value, like I don't have a high value put on my email list and growing that, but I think it is a useful thing for me to have a direct contact with my community. It's important to build a list so you can retarget them using the Facebook pixel or just like lookalike audiences. So it's important to build a list that you own for sure, but I'm not sure about how important it is to actually curate that list and keep it. Like the way I have it set up right now, they join my list, they get an introduction email, they get the freebie that they joined for, and then they get a few emails after that, kind of educating them on where to purchase their product from, helping them through that process. And then this soap opera sequence that should build connection with me says, hey, here's my story, blah, 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 gives me credibility for being able to help them along their journey. And then I phase them out. They get kicked out of the list because I'm not about to pay for 10,000 people. Um, Different books say you should make like $10 per thousand people or something like that. It's probably even $100 per thousand people per month. And either I suck or that is just a crazy number. Like maybe if you were Tony Robbins, sure. If you're not Tony Robbins, you're not getting those numbers, man. I'm telling you that much. And maybe I just don't know what I'm doing. Like, I'm trying to figure out different ways in my niche to do that, but I'm also like, you know what? I'm going to keep my list under 1,000 until I get to look. Okay, that's a good way to look at it. If I'm not making $100 a month directly from my list of 1,000 people, why would I pay hundreds of dollars more to have a bigger list? Like, chances are these people also phase out, you know, like the people who joined my list 5 months ago aren't, chances are not all of them are interested in the same thing. High chances that not all of them are interested in the same thing there. So anyway, that's my thought process with the list. Change that to add some call to actions just to experiment and see how that goes. I went to work today, worked for 4.5 hours, not bad. Made my $100 and came back. What I was just setting up was a keynote presentation. Man, I feel like I've talked about keynote presentations every day for the last 4 or 5 days. But during my live stream, I said I want to change my structure around, and I'm not super happy with this presentation, but it's 2:40 in the morning and I wanted to go to bed at like midnight or 1, but I need to get this like live stream set up, or like I just have a spreadsheet that I use to fill out different information so that I can follow it when I'm doing the live stream. And if I do that every day or every time before the weekly live stream, the stream is a lot more efficient. And so it was like 1 o'clock. I'm tired. I'm like, I just want to go to sleep. I'm like, no, if I don't, like, I know I'm not going to wake up early enough to do it beforehand. So I just like push myself through it. Now it's 2:40, filming this, making the daily TikTok, and then going to bed because I'm exhausted, man. Hit the gym every day this week so far. Walked a lot for work, walked a lot to work a couple days ago. It has been exhausting, dude. I'm worn down. Tomorrow, I'm not even gonna schedule out my stuff for tomorrow. I'm not gonna fill in my schedule. I just have my live stream at noon. The fuel pump for the motorcycle should get here. My car got delivered. Shout out, my parents helped me out, man. The delivery thing just didn't work. It was supposed to be shipped on Monday. They didn't do it. Wednesday, they didn't do it. And so, like, anyway, my parents grabbed a trailer and brought it up while I was at work. Love them. I'm so lucky to have like a good family and good people in my life. Like, I talked about being poor a couple days ago and how hard that would be. I can't imagine that. Like, and then not having people like supporters and stuff like that. It's just, life really is like there's unfair advantages out there for sure. And I think the hand that I've been dealt in life, like, I'm very fortunate for everything that I have, but it's not like everything was handed to me by any means, you know. So there's just different levels to it. There's some people where everything's handed to them and life is still hard for them. There's people like me where, like, I'm chilling, you know. I don't have a hard life. I didn't have that bad of an upbringing. It wasn't perfect, but like, it's not that bad and I'm chilling, you know. And then there's people another step down who are still chilling, struggling. Like, everybody's struggling at a certain extent. So I don't know. I'm going to try and complain a lot less. I think I complain a lot. I need to quit doing that. Trying to think. Anyway, so yeah, I'm going to leave my Friday open and just play it by ear, relax a little bit, and just do what I need to do. And then Saturday we'll pick back up. Saturday I work a lot. Sunday I work a lot. That's when I make most of my money. Rent is coming up now. And God, life is falling apart, man. But anyway, I'm happy to have those links in the email I sent out. I got the affiliate stuff with the pants company set up. I've got that email sent out. So we'll do the live stream tomorrow. Maybe I'll sit down after the live stream and clip all of the previous live streams. I have some good ideas and I want to start putting out different content. I have the thumbnail guy working on thumbnails for videos that I have ideas for, so I need to get those put out. I just need to get working, man. It's one thing to plan about how you're going to do the work and plan the ideas like, oh yeah, I'm going to set up this thing in the live stream and I'm going to make it into its own video and then I'm going to clip it out and then it's going to be like awesome. And you can plan that stuff, but then actually doing it is like the next big step. And that's a really big step because it's easy to think about stuff and hypothesize what you can do or how much money you can make, but actually doing the work is the part that's really hard for me and hard for most people. So this is it for today. I don't have a whole lot more to talk about. It's only a 10-minute little video, but that's what I worked on to get closer to it. We got those links put into the email that should hopefully help sell my other products, sell some affiliate stuff, and bump me up there. And then worked on scripting a little bit of the live stream. I'll fine tune that as I go. So that I have a smooth live stream tomorrow and I get a good video out of it. But I need to go to sleep so I don't look so tired. Need to shave my face a little bit. And yeah, so that's what I'm working on. Thank you guys for following me on my journey. I appreciate it.